making winter driving safer. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from GM is Emergency Services Outreach Leader Mitch Petterson. Hi, Mitch.
Hi, Fred.
You've got an interesting job title. Give us an idea about what it is that you do and the team that you're with.
Yeah, so I work with a small team at General Motors. Our job is to be out in the world engaging with our public safety partners, so police, fire, EMS, towing, and making sure that they have the visibility and the knowledge around our technologies, whether it's our OnStar technology for our telematics or our electric vehicles or anything else, but making sure that they're aware and trained properly.
That's terrific. So we've been seeing a lot on the news lately about winter driving, and I think we can agree that in extremes shouldn't be out there, period, right? So, but for just plain winter, there are some tips that you have to help people get where they're going.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, though. If we don't have to be on the roads, particularly in these conditions we're seeing right now, right? I mean, we see this really big storm, lots of stuff going on, ice on the ground, bad conditions. That's a good time to maybe find something to do at home, right? And stay off the roads, be safe, and give the road crews some time to take care of what they need to as well, and to get salt down or plow or whatever else. But you and I both know we have to get on the road sometimes when we don't want to, when it's really cold out and icy. So being prepared is going to be really important. Number one, we're going to make sure we have to have our car completely cleared off. So if we've got snow and ice on the cars, this is not a time where we scrape a little hole in the windshield so we can see and start driving. We want to clear all the glass, make sure the windshield, the back window, side windows are all clear. Headlights and taillights as well, right? Those are safety devices. We want to make sure they're available and not obscured by the snow or ice. Clear those off. Warm the car up. It's going to be more comfortable for you anyway, but that's going to help you clear the snow and ice. And if we get out on the roads, right, our driving is going to be different. We're going to behave differently on the roads in these conditions. Our speeds are going to be down. Our following distances are going to be up, and more, and make sure that we're taking caution on these roads. We don't always see the conditions, right? And particularly here in Michigan, we experience this a lot where the roads may look clear, but we have what's called black ice, where it's cleared in certain areas, and then you just run into spots that are super icy, and you don't notice. It almost looks like a wet road, and a lot of people end up off the road in a ditch because of that. So driving super careful and making sure we're prepared.
And a four-wheel drive can maybe get you going in the snow, but on the ice, it's not much help.
Yeah,
Is that fair
four-wheel
to say?
drive is certainly helpful when you're in these conditions to get you moving, get you through some of the snow, things like that. It doesn't make it much safer though when you're driving on the freeways or highways. Certainly not going to slow down and make your car stop better for you. So still going to drive according to the conditions, no matter what type of vehicle you're in.
Let's talk about some basics here because a lot of people in the last couple of days going out the door trying to get in the car. That can be an issue. The door locks and the handles. Are there safe ways to get in when things are frozen?
Yeah, well, I think we run into that a lot, especially when we have this kind of rain that comes down and freezes and locks those doors up so you can't get in. One quick way of doing that, if your car is capable, to remote start it from the outside, right? So from your house, push the key fob, get the car warmed up. That oftentimes will resolve that. That'll put enough heat around those doors and make it easier to open up. The last thing we want to do though is try to unlock that, go out there and tug on that door handle, tug, 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 because sometimes the door handles just come off, right? So if you pull on it, it doesn't open as it's supposed to. You already warmed the car up. Try the other doors. Just because the driver's door doesn't open doesn't mean that the passenger doors won't open. Check those first. And if you're still stuck, one way that you can do it is putting some warm water around the door frame, not boiling water. We see hear a lot of people say, boil some water, put it on there. Boiling water on that glass could be dangerous, right? With the frozen glass, but also damaging your paint. So warm water around the door seals, put a little bit of weight on the door with your body and try to break that seal of ice and get the door open from there.
And put the lighter away? Is that
Put the lighter away. Yep, absolutely. No torches, no lighters, anything like that.
some other basic questions? If the weather gets bitter cold like it has been in many parts of the country now, should you keep as much gas in the car or what's the advice
Yeah,
as
I
far
think
as
that's
fuel?
that's a good way to stay prepared. Is with this storm, very similar to most storms. We know that's coming. That's the time to prepare. Make sure your car is full of fuel. A couple of reasons for that. You're going to be warming it up. You're going to be driving. You're going to burn some fuel there. But one thing we don't take into consideration is, what if we get stuck on the road somewhere? What if we get onto a freeway that's somewhere that's blocked because of an accident, and we're there for 2 or 3 or 4 hours? I don't think there's anything much scarier than sitting in a car with the needle almost on E and knowing that you have nowhere to get off and get some fuel. So make sure the car is full of fuel. Make sure it's warmed up before you get out there. If you have an electric vehicle, make sure that it's charged beforehand, and make sure you have the right stuff with you in the car as well.
People who have EVs, should they leave them plugged in when the temperature has dropped this way?
Yep, absolutely. Keep the vehicle plugged in. The weather is not going to affect the charging itself. Make sure the car is fully charged. That way, it's ready to go for you when you need to leave.
Are there some basic things we should all have in our trunks? I know we need the scraper, and that goes without saying. But are there other things we should be carrying along with us, maybe in the trunk?
Well, this time of year, we should be carrying warm clothes, right? And enough warm clothes for everybody in the vehicle. So make sure you have something in case you do get stranded somewhere. You're able to protect yourself from the cold. So jacket, hat, gloves, things like that for everyone in the vehicle. It's never a bad idea to have a first aid kit in the vehicle as well. Sometimes emergency resources are delayed because of this weather. So if you can help yourself out a little bit, that's good. When we have heavy snow, I know it's not uncommon in Michigan at all for folks to carry, something like a camp shovel or a shovel in their vehicle. Sometimes the snow is just too much for your car to get through, but you can dig at it. And I always keep an extra car charger hidden away so my kids don't take it away from me. And that way, if a cell phone charger, make sure it's hidden away. That way, if we're out for a long time, my cell phone dies, I have the ability to plug it in.
Speaking of cell phones and tech gear, are there things we should not be leaving in the car if we're getting out for a while, maybe going into an office or whatever?
Yeah, I think all of your technology stuff should come in with you, right? All that stuff is sensitive to the temperatures. Cell phones, tablets, laptops, things like that should all come in with you. I think it's much safer for those. Certainly not anything that we were going to worry about freezing. So this isn't the time to leave a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper in your back seat and expect it to be okay when you get back. So those are times that we want to bring that stuff in, make sure it's safe, but definitely your electronic devices in the house, keep them warm.
And what about the heat in the car? Are there things that we can do to, I don't know, conserve heat?
You can conserve heat for sure if you want to. If you've got a full tank of gas and you're driving, there's nothing wrong with running your heaters, but definitely vehicles that are equipped with seat heaters, that's going to keep you warm as well, nice and cozy while you're driving. And for long term, if you were stranded for a period of time, run the seat heaters may conserve a little bit of fuel for you, but all those things are built for your comfort as well.
Great stuff, Mitch. Is there a place people can go to get more info?
Yeah, absolutely. Number one, if you need information during an emergency, you can always, if you're in a General Motors equipped vehicle, you can always push the OnStar button and get some resources, whether you need information or you need help. If you're looking on the internet, you can go to onstar.com. We'll give you some information on our services during emergencies. News.gm.com gives all kinds of information on active events and things that are happening. And we also put some updates on X.
Terrific. Mitch Petterson, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Hey, thanks.
The Haven 10,000 lantern is a smartly designed, beautiful solar light that you will love indoors or out. It is waterproof with up to 1,200 lumens of brightness. That's a lot of light. And the base becomes a flashlight at the push of a button. The power comes from a built-in lithium-ion battery recharged by the sun. The solar panel is built in, or USB-C. The battery can even recharge your phone. Did we mention how durable it is? How it folds down and can run for up to 120 hours on a charge? But the real power of the Haven Lantern comes from the people behind it and their mission to provide this quality lighting to those in the world who need it most, including in disaster emergencies. Your purchase helps to fund those efforts, and if you use the code Techstination20, you'll get it at a 20% discount. That's Techstination20 at havenlantern.com. Create your haven.